So like I was mulling over making this video a bunch of times. Like I was really sitting here thinking to myself, do I want to make a video about the anime and manga community? And instantly in my inner conscious, underneath all of my demons, I told myself, yo, Sin, don't make that video, bro. Don't make that video. But I gotta make it, bro. I don't think people understand the intricacies that go into being in this community. It's gonna seem great, like you're gonna have an amazing time in your head as you're thinking about all the cool conversations you're gonna have with a bunch of different people. But I'm gonna be straight up with y'all, bro, and I'm gonna tell you right now, get all of that shit out of your head, because none of it is what really goes down. Now, there's not all bad things about the anime community, right? Some stuff is good, and we're gonna get to that. But I gotta talk about all of the weird things that go on. Now, power scaling we can completely leave out of the equation because I just did a video because that was a whole nasty topic that I had to talk about for 9 minutes. Moral of the story is power scalers don't get bitches, period. But let's talk about shippers, bro. For those of y'all who don't know about shippers or what a shipper is, it's a person in the community, anime, manga, really any fiction, but we're specifically talking about shippers for anime and manga, and they take two characters from a show that have no fucking correlation to each other, and they try to make them be in this like fictional relationship. It could be two of the most random people that have literally never interacted with each other in that way, and they'll try to ship them. For instance, and I'm gonna have to use the My Hero fandom just because it is what it is. And I know some of y'all are gonna be mad, but I don't care. You stay in a show with a bunch of superheroes with lame ass quirks. There's a nigga that makes tape. I don't wanna hear your opinions on anything. But y'all will take a character like Mineta, this weird, horny, small dwarf that has big ass raisins on his head. Like he be throwing like plum-sized raisins at people and they just stick on him and shit. Weird ass quirk, right? But he's a horn dog, bro. Like, and I know that most of that is Japanese culture because Japanese people, you know, for some reason, like horny jokes and weird predatory things. Sanji in a bathhouse, they're into that sometimes. But they take this dude that is clearly out of his mind when it comes to women, doesn't understand anything about him, and they'll ship him with somebody that would never even talk to him. Like for instance, the Gravity chick. I don't even know her name, I'm gonna be honest, but the shorty that be making stuff float, like the Wingardium Leviosa, that chick, the shit. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The shorty that be messing with Deku and all that. My point is, they'll ship like Mineta with her. She would never even talk to him. But recently, because of something Mineta said that alluded to him in the eyes and perspective of some of the fandom being bisexual, they tried to ship him with a guy. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I don't care that he's gay, bi, whatever, but why are y'all forcing it? You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem. Like, it's not an issue that he would be gay or bisexual. It's just the fact that you're taking him and you're forcing a ship that isn't supposed to exist. And they do this with other guys too. Bakugo and Deku, Todoroki and Bakugo, Todoroki and Deku. Like, they will ship dudes that clearly have never thought about each other in a romantic way. And then if you try to call them out for it, like I'm doing in this video, they're going to be like, well, the only reason why you don't like that ship is because you're homophobic. I'm homophobic because I'm asking you why you're shipping two fictional characters that have never interacted with each other romantically. I'm homophobic because you're out of your fucking mind. Well, if going with the actual narrative of a story makes me homophobic in your eyes, well, fuck it then. Guess I'm homophobic.
Bro, what the fuck what did you just say?
Guys, I'm not really homophobic, all right? I mean, come on now. I love the LGBTQ community. Y'all know that, you know what I mean? Like, relax. My point is, shipping really doesn't make sense to me, and I just had to rant about it very quickly. The next thing that I want to talk about in the anime community, and we're not going to be able to cover everything. This might be a series because there's so many weird things, and there's so many people in the anime community that have this like weird, twisted thought process on things, which has led me to even making this video in the first place. My point is, we're not going to get to everything, but I do want to talk about manga elitists, and not just any manga elitists, because we're going to talk about those too, but I want to specifically talk about seinen elitists, masked man. I just want to talk about them, you know, kind of briefly, because in my mind, I'm like, I feel like it's okay to like shonen, right? I mean, shonen's great. It has a lot of awesome things in it, specifically battle shonen. I mean, what's not to love? You got simple characters, cool power systems, great fights. It's awesome. It's entertaining. But sometimes people have preferences, right? They tend to like things with darker themes, different mindsets that are more adults, and that's fine. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad that you're a boomer and you're 18. It's okay. Like, I'm not upset at you. But my problem comes when you shit on other shonen because you feel like your seinen counterpart is better. And that wherein the problem lies, because it's easy to look at something like Berserk, a Kingdom, a Pun, a Vagabond, a Climber, and find all of these amazing things about them, right? They're great. But someone like me can look at a shonen that's much more simpler, has less detailed writing, and still find things more enjoyable. But there are some people that'll be like, I'm out of my mind, because my thing is written better than your thing, and my thing is deeper and darker than your thing. That makes my thing more mature with better writing and better quality. Well, that's not always the fucking case. Now, before I say this next thing, I just want to place a trigger warning right here. Please don't feel offended by what I'm about to say. So trigger warning for suicide, harming yourself, etc. Please fast forward to the timestamp provided if you do not want to hear jokes about these things. And no, I'm not specifically joking about doing those things, but either listen or don't. That's my point. Now, I'm sorry that in my Shonen, in my Bleach, my Naruto, my Hunter x Hunter, my Dragon Ball Z, my One Piece, that we aren't having these super adult dark themes where we're contemplating suicide, thinking about hurting ourselves or thinking about hurting others all the time. Like, I'm sorry that I can't have all that stuff in here. I'm sorry that I can't give you the emo fest that you want. But does that mean that my shonen is worse than your seinen just because they're different? No. And that's all I'm saying, bro. Please, if you got a preference, stick to your preference. It's fine. I don't care. But don't belittle shonen to uplift seinen, and vice versa. Don't downplay seinen to uplift shonen. We can all live synonymously. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna get Speed to cut that out, me trying to say that word, but I gotta leave it in because that's embarrassing, bro. I just try to say synonymously, like twice, and I messed up. Like, I don't know. Was that a stone English? I don't know what I need, but that was terrible. Anyways, we can both live synonymously. We can both live in harmony, and that's all I'm saying. And for you manga elitists of the general sorts, please suck my dick. Please, thoroughly. The Gawk 3000, like, you're not better because you have source material. And this is coming from somebody who just enjoys manga thoroughly. I enjoy manga so much more than anime. Everybody knows this. I talk about it all the time, yo. Check out, I be on the streams on Twitch talking about how I love manga all the time. Selfish plug, yo. Follow me on Twitch. Synsei streaming. www.twitch.tv/Synsei streaming. Yo, follow me on there. Like, come on, son. Anyways, my point is, I be on stream. I talk about how I love manga all the time, but that does not mean just because you're in source material and that is the original story the author is writing that it is 100% better than anime, because anime is fucking awesome. Awesome animated fights. Like, we're taking the book, the manga, the comic, whatever, the light novel, all that shit. We taking it, they animating it into awesome art that is digitally conveyed through the screen. I'm really nice with it. Y'all seen that Stephen Hawking's level with it, boy. My point is, yo, that anime is fucking great. So next time you're like, I want to read my manga today. Viz dropped in the Shonen Jump app. I'm going to go read my digital comics, or I'm going to go read my physical comics, and I'm better than you. And when you take those mangas and you're about to masturbate to them because you're a weird ass nigga that thinks manga's better than everything else, I just want you to take a hard look at yourself in the mirror and really tell yourself, maybe if I tried watching anime sometimes, I might get some bitches. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.